This week, I want to talk about choice architecture. Choice architecture is this idea about intentionally designing the environment around a decision to encourage people to take the decision that you want them to take. So let's look at an example. If you go to a fine dining restaurant, one of the things that you find is that on the table, you'll find wine glasses. Now, the fact that these are wine glasses is very interesting. These are not whiskey glasses, brandy glasses, tequila glasses. They're not designed to sell more amarula. What they're trying to do is to try to get you to sell more wine. What is more, while all of these drinks may be on the menu, that particular menu is not called the drinks list. It's called the wine list. And the wines that are, most attractive to drink, those are the ones that are being sold by the bottle rather than by the glass. All of these things are intentional choices around making sure that you are primed to choose wine over all other beverages in a fine dining restaurant. In addition to which, when you look at a restaurant, there are a number of items on the menu that are designed to make sure that the restaurant sells the menu item that they want to sell. Let me give you an example. When you go and you look at a menu, one of the things that you may find is an outrageously expensive item. It might be seafood of some kind, and that lobster might cost a lot more than the thing that that restaurant intends to sell. What generally happens is that the next item on the list is actually what they do want to sell the most of. Generally more profitable than the outrageously priced item, but what it's done is that it's set a price anchor for you, and then what it's done is that it acts as a decoy to make the second item on that menu seem far more attractive. That's just one of the ways in which choices are deliberately designed in order to get you to encourage you to do what it is that those people want you to do. In a more public setting, there's a wonderful road in Chicago that goes along Lake Michigan called Lakeshore Drive. And one of the things that they found was that because it's a wonderful road, there's a dangerous S-curve that people kept crashing into. What the government did to try and solve that problem was they painted horizontal lines as you got closer to the S-bend. Then what they did is they made those lines closer and closer and closer, the closer you got to the bend. That gave the motorists the illusion that they were speeding up. And by doing that, it caused them to brake a lot more than they would ordinarily when they were driving on that road, and in so doing, reduce fatalities and accidents. This is another way in which there was something that Richard Thaler calls a nudge in order to cause people to take the decisions that we all wanted them to take. So, by understanding that you can use the environment to intentionally encourage people to do what you want them to do, the question is, how do you design things in your business, in your day-to-day life, in order to make sure that people are more prone to take the decisions you want them to do? A number of things are important. The first one is make those decisions easy. If you can give people something that is 1, 2, and 3. So going back to the hospitality industry, instead of trying to customize many food options, most people just order a number 1, or a number 2, or a number 3, as the case might be. That makes it cognitively easier to go with a package as opposed to trying to customize things yourself. So making it easy is an important thing. The second thing that you want to look at is that human beings are not great at making complex decisions all day. So we don't look at all of the packaging labels for food. I don't know how much gluten there is, or how much carbohydrates there are, or how much MSG there is in each packet. So make those choices very easy for human beings. In fact, there's a study at the Massachusetts General Hospital, and they found that by labeling foods that they wanted people to eat green, those that people could eat occasionally orange, and foods that people should avoid red, helped drive a huge uptake of the healthy food options and to decrease a lot of the options that weren't nutritionally optimal. And so if you're able to make it cognitively easy, you're able to make sure that that choice is easy to make, you can be intentional around driving people to the choices that you want them to make. So look out for a number of the nudges that you find in your environment that are encouraging you to take the choices that people want you to make.